Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Queen of Sheba. Thank you for tuning in. This is the 2017 overview for the sign of Scorpio. So we're looking at the general energies for 2017, whatever message is meant for you to hear in relation to maybe the main energy for you in 2017. Obviously, this is not going to resonate with everyone. Some of you this will not resonate with, and maybe there is another message that is meant for you to hear that will be delivered by somebody else. So check out other YouTube channels and other readers. You can also check out your moon sign and rising sign as well. To save time, recording time and uploading time on YouTube, I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. And here we have the Five of Wands, the Tower, the Seven of Wands, the Devil card, the Ten of Swords, the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. And straight away, what this is saying to me is that there is a situation where there is a lot of fighting and bickering, restlessness, competition, possibly, a situation that has reached boiling point and where something has got to give in. With the Tower card, something's got to give. The pressure has been building up and building up and building up, and the fighting here and the conflict, whatever. It could be of a personal nature, it could be within a work context, it could be friendship, it could be anything. This will, you will know where this applies in your life. But it reached a point where it cannot continue, and that's why the Tower comes up, where something's got to give, something has got to crumble, something's got to change, or something's got to end. We've got the Seven of Wands on the other side of the Tower as well, which is again a card of somebody almost feeling overpowered by others and feeling the need to stand up for themselves in order to defend themselves. So definitely there is a lot of fighting in this situation, in somebody feeling the need that, I have to defend myself, I have to stand my ground here. And it's something unhealthy. With the Devil card, it is something that's not for your highest good. It is something that is not for your highest good. And that is why the universe will step in, or has already stepped in, if this has already happened, to end the situation. Because the Ten of Swords means that something has ended. Something has ended so something new could begin. It's not endings always herald new beginnings with these cards. Whether it's the Tower, whether it's the Ten of Swords, you can see the sun here in the background. So the worst is over. You're through the worst with this. And that is why you are moving on. We've got the Six of Swords, which is the card of moving on from turbulent waters, moving on to calmer waters, leaving whatever was troubling you behind. So there is clear indication here that an unhealthy situation, which is full of conflict, of infighting, is coming to an end, and you are moving on from it. You're leaving the worst behind you now. You're leaving the worst behind you now. Maybe there were secrets in this relationship. With the High Priestess, she could mean that there are things which were hidden, which were not talked about. But it could also mean that you're also listening to your intuition and your higher guidance as you're moving on from the situation. And it's likely that it is a love situation here with the Ace of Cups. I think for most of you, my feeling is that this relates to a love relationship with the Devil right on top of the Ace of Cups. That this was a situation where you may have felt stuck and unable to move, didn't know how to disentangle yourself from the situation, where maybe there was fear as well around leaving the situation. Often we can stay in situations which are not necessarily healthy for us simply because we're afraid of the change. It's still comfortable staying with what we know, even if it's not necessarily great for us. But this is ending. And with the Tower here, it looks like, the universe is stepping in. Things are reaching a point where things have to change. Things have to change. This Ace of Cups has got the Page of Pentacles right beneath. So it could also mean the potential for something new. Somebody planning here for the future. The Page of Pentacles is about new beginnings in things which are practical and tangible. So maybe you will be looking for a new relationship and planning to move on in a new relationship, which will bring you stability, stability, warmth, comfort. With the Queen of Pentacles, she's the homemaker, she's the mother. She's also the businesswoman. She's stable, she's content. So maybe you have the potential to move towards that. But half the reading, almost half the cards, are about this situation. So it has big significance in your life, and it is a major thing in your life. And by moving on, the Wheel of Fortune, the fortune will turn, and it's going to turn for the better. It's going to turn for the better, because we've started off with all these challenging cards. So with the wheel turning, it's going to turn towards more positivity. We've got the Strength card here, which says you are able to get through this. You have the strength and you have the resilience to be able to get through this. It does look like a difficult situation, a very challenging situation, but you're able to get through this, and you will get through this. When you get the Strength card, it is a promise that you will get through this. And you've got both the Strength card and the Wheel of Fortune. So things are turning around. So just hang on in there. Things are turning around. They're turning around towards, as I said, towards a situation where you've got stability and you've got warmth and happiness. Or you may be meeting somebody with those qualities, with the qualities of the Queen of Pentacles. And you'll be starting on a new beginning. With the Page of Pentacles, it's the very, very first steps. It's the initial steps at a new beginning where you'll be looking at the potential of something and you're planning on how to go from there. You're planning on your next steps. You're looking at the potential and you're being practical in your approach. So you will be moving from this and things will change for the better. You have the strength to get through this. Just follow your intuition and trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. You're moving away from an unhealthy situation that is not for your highest good. A situation where you may have felt stuck in the past. But you're also moving towards the potential of building something new. The potential of building a new relationship. It's, as I said, it's very, very, very early on, the initial stages with the Page of Pentacles, but there is the potential there. There is the hope. There is the optimism there, because this page can see the potential of this pentacle that he's got and how he can grow it. The potential for reaching stability, from moving from the page, the page was still young and still immature, to be a queen, to the stage of the queen. The stage of the queen is the pinnacle. You go through the stages of the page and the knight, and then you get to the queen, which is, the pinnacle. You're stable, you're in your power, you're mature, you're there. And that's what you will be looking at. That's what you'll be planning for. And you have the promise of things turning for the better with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune and the Tower as well in the same reading could mean that this situation is going to come to an end even if you don't take that step, because it's things out of your control. It is the universe at work here. It's events unfolding, life happening as it should, whether you take an active part in this process or you don't. This is going to change. The universe is stepping in. Higher powers are stepping in. And it looks with the devil here that, some of you may feel stuck in this relationship, and that's why, maybe you're unable to take action to end this relationship, or maybe it have taken you a long time before you actually decide to move on. But it seems like the universe is stepping in here. There's an element to this which is out of your control, but it's for the best, because you will be moving on. You will be moving on towards positivity. We've got this last row here with the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card, the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. It's all positive cards, about things changing, new potential, for something better. And if we look at this row here, again, we've got the conflict, we've got the fighting, which is ending with the 10 of Swords, leading to a change, a positive change with the Wheel of Fortune. And same here, we've got the Tower situation, a big change that will allow you to move on with the 6 of Swords. But it says here you've got the strength to do that. You've got the strength to do it, to move on towards something more positive. Trust your intuition, trust your higher guidance, because you are being guided. Again, I mentioned earlier the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower as kind of cards that show that the universe is at play here, but the High Priestess also signifies that. It's a very spiritual card. It shows that there is spiritual guidance here and spiritual protection in this process. So whatever is happening for the highest good. I think this is what the cards are. I think that the message that they want you to hear, that whatever is happening or is about to happen is for the highest good, is for your highest good. Because sometimes when we're in situations that are very turbulent, we may lose sight of the bigger picture, and we may get so overwhelmed by what is happening and with our emotions that we forget sometimes that actually this may be for the better. And I guess, this is the purpose of this reading and of this message, to reassure you that it is for the better. Just trust your intuition, follow your intuition. There are higher powers at play here for your highest good, to take you to, to start something new, something with a potential for stability, maybe a new home, as this is the homemaker, a new, warm, loving home, and you've got the potential to do that. You've got the potential to build that. You've got the potential and you've got the strength with the Strength card, and you've got the support from the universe with the Wheel of Fortune. And that's a beautiful message. I think this is all I'm seeing here. So I'll end the reading. Thank you very much, Scorpios, for watching. I hope this has given you the guidance, that will help you in 2017. Thank you for watching, and I hope to reconnect with you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.